Hello and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm creating a fairy village in The Sims 4. And if you're new here, then hi, welcome, nice to meet you. I hope that you'll enjoy this video, and don't worry, I won't be talking the whole time. I've had this idea in mind for a long time now, and I'm so glad that I did it, even though it took forever to create. I had about 16 hours worth of videos, and it was a lot of hard work to edit it and, come up with the video that you're watching right now. It took a lot of time and effort and hard work, but I am very proud of the final result. I think that it came out even better than my previous videos, so please let me know what you think down in the comments. So this whole build was completely unplanned and spontaneous. I had no idea where I was going with it except for the river in the beginning. I just knew that I wanted to have a river cutting through the middle of the village with an island in it and a tree. But other than that, I had no idea where I was going with it. So I just started from there and then I put a few gigantic trees and then I started figuring out where I'm gonna have my houses. But like the houses themselves have very weird floor plans if you noticed. I just made the most random and crazy floor plans I could think of. Because if you look at fantasy villages and towns in video games and movies, all the houses are like completely weird and they're not something that you would see in real life. So that's the vibe that I'm going for here. I wanted this village to look like it came out of a fantasy game, and I absolutely love it. These houses are my absolute favorite thing to create. This music is from my favorite video game, which is Dark Cloud 2 or Dark Chronicle. This is the second time I've used it in one of my videos. The first time I used it was in my psychic's cottage, if you remember. But yeah, anyway, I really love the soundtrack of the game and it matches this village perfectly, so that's why I used it. There are also a few tracks from Dark Cloud 1 and from Xenoblade Chronicles, which I haven't played, but the music is very beautiful. It reminds me of Studio Ghibli. Speaking of Dark Cloud 2, I got a PS2 emulator on my PC just so I can replay it again for like the 10th time ever since 2002, I guess. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I have been replaying that game ever since 2002. I really love it. It brings back so many happy and nostalgic childhood memories. So if you have a PS2 or you can get an emulator, I totally recommend that you try it. Give it a shot. It's a great game, even though it's old. I think it's also available on PS3 and PS4. I'm not really sure. Just look into it if you can. It really is an amazing game. Oh, and by the way, it's actually the first game that got me to fall in love with building in video games. The building element of it is a bit limited, but it's still very fun and I really like it. By the way, I am very happy with how Reshade looks in this video. I actually switched the preset like a few moments ago. I hope that wasn't too obvious, but regardless, I love both presets. They both look amazing, but this one is far better, I think. Let me know what you think. I made sure to add a small quirky detail on each roof of each house. Like, for example, here I added some giant mushrooms, like with the first house. And then one of the houses had a rabbit and a dwarf. Just, you know, a little something to make them more fantasy-like, and I think they're absolutely cute. So here I was basically done with all the houses. I was just adding some landscaping details to the areas around the houses, and after that I'm going to move on to furnishing the insides of the houses. I'm very sorry about how long this video is, but like I said, it was about 16 hours of footage, so that was pretty hard to cut and make it fit into 35 minutes. I had to remove so many parts of it that I thought were unnecessary or repetitive. So yeah, 35 minutes is actually the shortest length that I could get to without cutting out too much. This house is created in Granite Falls because I couldn't find a lot that was more perfect for this village. But there wasn't an option to turn it into a residential lot, so it's actually a vacation home. I'm not sure that if it's gonna be like that when you download it, if you download it. So if you decide to keep it in Granite Falls, you can either leave it as a vacation home or set it as a haunted house. That was among the options for some reason. Or you can just place it in a whole different other world. And if you can find a way to work around this issue, then please let me know because I couldn't. This house is an extension to the last house. They're connected to each other with a bridge. So this is like the summer part of the house, or that's the excuse that I tell myself so I can go to sleep at night, when in reality I actually forgot to make a bathroom for this house. I am very proud of you if you made it this far. Don't worry, we don't have that much left. I finally got the red shelf. I can't believe that I didn't get it earlier because I use a lot of clutter in my builds and it is such a lifesaver. I love it so much. So we are finally almost at the end of the speed build, but please stick around more so you can see the final reveal. I did this little cinematic thing that I'm absolutely proud of, and then there is like this little fun thing that I did with the credits at the end, so I really want you to see that as well. Other than that, thank you for watching. I apologize again for the length of the video, and I'll see you in my next one.